Hello, welcome to Prusa Live 48, our Christmas special, or holiday special. So yeah, hey, how you doing, Mickey?
I'm doing great. You guys, I cannot wait to get to all our guests because we just chatted before the stream. It was so much fun. It's gonna be great.
I mean, they haven't arrived to the party yet, though, right? So,
yes.
Right. So we have a great episode for you guys. A little bit different format than normal episodes. So rather than starting with our Printables picks of the week, or picks of the month, I guess. Let's go ahead and kick off right away with our current news segment. And kind of get that stuff out of the way before everyone starts arriving to the party.
Exactly. We'll just rush through everything that's happening and get to our guests.
Holiday contest is running right now. It is about to end. I believe it ends on Christmas, on Sunday. So get your holiday ornaments in right away to get a chance. We also, of course, have the bookmarks flash contest closing on Sunday also. Oh no, I guess holiday contest has 10 days left. It's a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
The E3D buggy contest just ended. That was a partner contest. We really appreciate all of you guys that participated in that. E3D has picked the winners and they are reaching out to them, and I will get the winners in there later on today.
Nice.
So yeah. And if you were wondering if flash contests will go on through the holidays, they absolutely will. So every Friday, just as normal, keep an eye out for flash contests launching.
Nice.
All right. Printables updates. Partners, Mickey. Partners.
Yes, I'm so happy it's out. It's like the first step is finished, but I'm so excited. People are excited that people see the potential of what this can be. So yeah, we have official profiles on Printables. I want to thank again all the partners who joined Printables and share their models there. I think this can be like so huge in a few months or years. So yeah, I'm really looking forward how this is gonna develop in the future.
So a lot of these are brands that aren't necessarily 3D printing companies. They may be tangential in the industry or things, but we are looking to bring in brands that may be, already dipping their toes in the 3D printing waters a little bit, or may not know necessarily how to jump in. But especially if you work for a major brand and have some contacts with us that you would like to, become part of this, we'd love to talk to you. I think it's a great opportunity for you guys to kind of expand to a larger audience. And, we all know how passionate the 3D printing audience is. So that seems like a great audience to tap into with your brand.
Yeah. So really happy how it went. It's out, and you can actually see another thing on Printables, and that's this orange banner. There is a survey going on. I actually already completed it, but if you haven't, you can get 50 Prusa meters for doing it, and also it's a great way to share your priorities for a 3D printer with us. So I'm really looking forward to see what you guys think is important and what is less important. So you can go ahead and do that.
Fantastic. Can you hear my dogs? Apparently something's going on outside.
Yes,
the dogs
yes,
are getting all
yes,
excited.
yes, yeah.
We may be visited by one of them later on. So someone requested that my puppy join the stream. So he might join us later on. Okay, Prusa Slicer 2.6.
I will. Good news, bad news. I guess one of the themes of the news segment is that we have over 100 people from the company that's sick. It's on sick leave, so that's really unfortunate. And the unfortunate part is regarding Prusa Slicer is that over half of the Prusa Slicer team is at home. So the rest of the team are working hard to get it done, but most likely it's not going to be released before the end of the year. We're sorry, we tried really hard to get it out, but I think it will be really early in January. But the team kind of needs to get back together once everyone healthy again and write the release notes, patch the really big bugs in the alpha so it's nice and stable so you can play with it. So that's I know a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is, and I will try to turn it a little bit around with some good news, and that's like a really super quick sneak peek of something that will blow your mind completely, at least I hope, because it completely blows my mind that they managed to do this. So, a reveal of a new feature for the never seen before in Prusa Slicer. Look at this. So there is a text, and you can edit it directly in Prusa Slicer. I mean, this is already incredible, so I can go potato, batata, or sample text. And this is all cool and everything, but you click this magic checkbox, and oh my god, it sticks to the surface.
That's awesome.
This is like, even cats have like cat softwares, most cats cannot do this, so
yeah.
This is completely nuts. So yeah, really, really wild. And you can, it has live preview and it sticks to the surface. It's crazy. You can change fonts, heights, everything. So that's a really, really quick preview of what's gonna be in Prusa Slicer 2.6. There is another mind-blowing feature that we still haven't really shown. So stay tuned for that, and we will try to get it out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I have a really good suggestion on that we should talk about later on.
Okay.
So, yeah. Awesome. Okay. XL betas. Some of you have been asking or hearing some of the rumors, but we are getting very close to shipping out the first round of external beta units to testers for the XL. So
yeah. So this is basically the final
progress coming along.
Final round of testing. The team worked really, really hard to get the final beta machines out before Christmas, so we get some input as soon as possible. So they are now shipping out. Again, over 100 people in the company sick, so this really was incredibly difficult. But the machines are done, they are packed, and they are leaving the company. So I think that's great. We have one XL, actually. I have one running right in the next room, one of from this batch. So yeah, that's great. And I have a quick time lapse of a tool changing. So that's another XL that's on the table right in front of me. So yeah, we are doing a ton of testing with the tool changer. You can see a tiny priming tower on the left. We are making that smaller and smaller and smaller, maybe even getting rid of it eventually. We have the organic supports. We are fine-tuning the slicing profiles and everything. So that's coming along, and the next update will be in January. So that's the state of the Excel right now. That's the state of the Excel.
Fantastic. Real quick update on holiday support schedule. We know a lot of you guys may be getting new machines and have questions over the holidays, or be just printing a lot over the holidays and may run into some issues. Just want to keep you guys updated that while we normally have 24/7 holiday or 24/7 support for our machines, we're unlocking the cages and letting the support guys out for a little bit over the holidays. So they will have a 24-hour break running from 2 p.m. Central European time on the 24th to 2 p.m. on the 25th, and then another one from 2 p.m. Central European time on the 31st to the 1st. So if you're desperately trying to contact support during those times and don't understand why they're not coming back to you, it's because they are actually getting to spend some time with their friends and family.
It's the New Year's and the Christmas evening. Here in Europe, we have the evening. I know you guys have the mornings, kind of. But so it's the Christmas Eve and New Year's. Those are the only 2 days that we are.
And I want to apologize for stumbling over my words a little bit more than normal. I too am recovering from COVID. And so I'm finally feeling much better, but I still am a little. All right. Do we have any other news, Mickey? Anything you can think of? I think that's everything on my list.
Yeah, pretty much. If anything pops to my mind, we can get back to it later. But is someone knocking on the door? Do you also hear it?
Oh, I think we still have our Prusa Live. Show us your prints.
Yes.
They can stay at the door.
I mean, maybe someone wants to show us their prints.
Yeah, but no, the winners of the Prusa Live.
You want to do it now? The thing? Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, we can do it with everyone. Then we can take a look at the things.
All right. Yeah, I have a feeling once all the guests arrive, we're gonna have a hard time keeping anything on schedule.
That's true. Okay, that's very true. Fair enough. Okay, we can do it now. So. The first place. HPBIS, who actually just exchanged his Prusa meters for another Mini, I believe. So that's really nice. And
I love that this looks like just a little calibration cube sitting on the bed there, but it's,
almost. But
it's so much more.
Yeah, it's really fun. Do you go in? Dan goes in. The second half. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Yes.
So yeah,
it makes me think of the book from Harry Potter that the Book of Monsters.
Yeah, the Book of Monsters, exactly. Yeah.
So great print.
HPBIS, congrats on the third place. We're going to the second place, which is loading, and that's Steven with this is one of the really big models on Printables from 3D Sets, one of their free models. They don't normally sell models as complicated as this, but this is the R Landi, I believe. It's the car model that's really it's incredibly detailed. Steven is saying that he's been working on it for months, which I believe him. You can see the interior and everything, how detailed it is. But yeah, great job. It looks stunning. So that's our second place. And now we move on to the first place. And we also have a little shout out, something cool that we're going to show after the first place. So the winner of the special edition Prusa Live is Tim Searles with the Santa's Milk and Cookie holder. And I mean, it's
so cute.
It's so cute. It's so cute. It just it needs the shout out because I mean, how cute is it? I love it. So congrats, Tim. You win the first place and the promised little shout out. Something really cool. I'm sure some of you are seeing the first things like this little AI thingy. So the shout out tweet is by Bradley, and
this was awesome.
It's a model generated by a text prompt by AI. So this is definitely something that will keep getting better, and we will see it more and more. And it will bring its problems, whether it's technical or ethical and stuff like it. But it will also be exciting, and we will transform it into something cool, I hope. So yeah, little shout out of some new technology coming in, generating models with a text. So nice job, Bradley.
It was fun to see that kind of show up in the feed, going through and looking through this week's entries. And,
it's gonna be happening more and more.
We're gonna see more and more of it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
it's crazy.
All right, like you said, I'm pretty sure I heard some knocking at the door there. Let's let our first guest in.
Even I don't know who's knocking. Who's knocking?
We'll see.
Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Hey, Neil.
How's it going?
Great.
It's good. How are you doing?
It's getting better now.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. So for those of you that may have seen him before, or those that have not, Neil makes the Prusa mates along with lots of other fun characters and prints and the little cities and everything else. But you've been hard at work over this past year making lots of mods to the Mini. And I think we had you on when you did the first Prusa mate mod. But you have a couple others definitely since then.
Yeah, I've done the mini mods. I've done the Tachikoma mini mod, and my favourite one so far, the Bulbasaur mini mod as well. So I'm just sat right over there.
We can see them behind you. They look amazing. Your you will need more shelving and more tables soon because it's getting full.
Definitely.
Neil froze. Oops.
Hello.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Oh,
you're back.
Yeah, we got him back.
Hello.
Yeah. All good.
So Neil, do you have a Printables pick to share with us? Anything that you love from Printables?
Funny enough, so I actually 3D printed HP Pizz's
No, that's
nice.
That's really great.
That seems like a very appropriate model to your sensibilities too, in taking something every day and turning it into a character.
Well, one of the things I like about it is he's releasing accessory sets as well.
Yeah.
So you can interchange like the teeth, or change it for fangs, or change over the tongue, so it's like a venom tongue, that sort of thing. So I'm looking forward to see what other accessory sets he releases in the future. So he did hint at doing one with a beard and also a hat. So
nice.
It's
fantastic.
It's funny that we just featured it, and it always happens like this.
Do you have any big holiday plans, Neil?
So I've got some projects in the works. I've got one that's going to be finished on Friday, also shared on Friday. Obviously it's going to be like spending time with the family, but projects more important. And
of course.
And then I've just got some projects I need to finish up. So family, Christmas dinner, alcohol, have arguments, and get back to projects.
Yeah, it's things that family members that aren't makers don't understand. Of like, oh well, yeah, I'd love to spend some time with you, but I have all this time off of work. There's all these projects that I need to get done. Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. It's like, okay, I can come and see you for the Christmas dinner, but the max amount of time is 6 hours. That's all I'm giving you.
Right. Right. All right. Let's let some of our other guests in here. Hi, Liz.
Hi.
Hello.
And
Hi, Chris.
You're bringing them together. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes. Yeah. So we had Chris on previously to talk about MakerDeck. But I wanted Liz to join us as the lady behind the scenes of MakerDeck also. So yeah, how are you guys doing?
Excellent.
Jolly.
That headband definitely says jolly there, Chris.
I've been growing them out for a while.
So how about you guys? Do you guys have any prints to share with the audience?
Do I have any? I have plenty, but
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You guys have those printers running 24/7 on MakerDeck.
Yeah. I'm pretty much running 24/7 on MakerDeck. So I mean, I have 2 picks because of course.
Perfect.
I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
That's illegal.
The first one.
Oh no.
Is the K2 filament clip, which is on Printables.
Of course.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful clip. There's 3 different versions. Anyway, the K2 clip. But the most popular thing that I've been printing this year, and since my Christmas plans got really messed up, I'm moving. I've been doing the I want to get the name right. The Spiral Vase Rose by Alita, which is on Printables, and I have like dozens and dozens and dozens, and I've been giving them, and like even like filament that's not very nice filament, like I only started printing in February, so I bought a lot of not good filament. Now I'm like an elitist for filament, but even cheap filament in vase mode makes beautiful roses. So this is what I've been giving as gifts, and it's like my absolute favorite thing. So that's of the year. But
that's
then
awesome.
There's like a million other things. So if you look at my collections on Printables, you can see like everything else, which is everything else, because I don't stop printing. So.
But what's interesting about that K2 clip is it actually inspired other people to remix the K2 clip into various designs, which is really, I think that's the story of the K2 clip.
The K2 clip mystery and like snowflakes. And
it's cool.
Like it became a meme. It became a meme.
It became a thing.
Yeah, I even have I have a jumbo version. So, and K2 has actually helped me learn stuff in Tinkercad. So like I made my own star. So
anyway. K2 is actually in the chat. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's a meme.
So, it's a meme.
It's fantastic. So from filament clip to every imaginable Christmas decoration you might need.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Chris, what inevitably Star Wars related print have you made?
Gee, am I that transparent? Fix and Do just released a new a gingerbread Flexi Darth Vader. And I really love Flexi. Of course, I love Star Wars, yes. But Flexis are they're too much fun. I mean,
totally.
Especially when there's a nice crossover. So he released this one, and I ended up printing out a few and giving them out to some kids in the neighborhood, and they love it. I am like the 3D printing person in this area that people come to, for the kids, especially when hey, what'd you make today? This is the latest one, and Fix and Butte also just released a gingerbread TIE fighter, an update to his card, his kit card. It's got a bite out of it.
And then last year,
so this was fun. So I mean, I've been having fun with that. Certainly, I've printed 1,000 other things, and finally have earned my first spool of Prusa mint.
Oh, nice!
My Prusa meters.
Just now,
fantastic.
I have like over 900 Prusa meters. Mine's mostly from Make.
Over 900, Liz. What? That's
actually, and Fix and Dude just reached 10,000 and cashed in for his mini. So we're super excited for him.
Neil, you probably have a bunch also, right?
No.
No?
No. No, that's one of the things HB Biss was always winding me up about. He always had more than me. So.
See, I'm a big believer in slow and steady wins the race. I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm just taking a casual stroll through Printables.
I'm going to challenge. I
just lost to HB Biss. So.
I challenge
I think we need to help fix that. Yeah, everyone needs to go out and download a model from Neil, and bring his numbers up.
Let's do it.
I really appreciate it. So.
I mean, they make perfect Christmas presents. A lot of your designs, but beyond the mini mods and everything else, like you have lots of like really fun characters, and you have all the little city stuff. You know, some of the little city stuff is exclusive to your Patreon, but you know, a lot of the models are also on Printables. I think the little city stuff is fantastic presents for kids.
Yeah, and what you do is you look and you see when someone's close to a threshold. Like if he's at like $2.99, then you go to that one, so it gets up to another 100. Like I know from like not helping Fix 'em Dude, but Fix 'em Dude getting excited about things and other friends. Like you're so close.
We hear it
100.
first. The MakerDeck team is gaming the system of.
But we're actually printing and making too, right?
Yeah, I know. That was a total tongue-in-cheek joke.
So here's my problem. My problem is I find a model, I love it, and then I print it for like a while. So that's why I haven't been able to accrue because I'm like, I just get fascinated with this one.
And he
thing
also has to finish.
Print.
He keeps the same roll of filament on and has to finish the same roll, which is ridiculous.
Not always.
That's why you have lots of filament. You swap it out.
I did bring one of my favorite designers into Printables. Itor, he does figures. He just recently on Printables, he's released a Santa Claus, action figure. It articulates and do multiple pieces and everything. So
that's fantastic.
I'm a fan of the guy. So I was like, Printables. So I'm working on it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Well, speaking of
one of design, I think you're gonna like that. I'm releasing in about 1 or 2 weeks on Printables, which is a Star Wars miniature playset.
Ooh. That got Chris's attention.
You just made it. There's his Christmas. His Christmas is now. His whole season is complete.
So the playset, what will happen? You unfold it, and then it'll become like the scene from Star Wars, the trench run.
Oh yeah.
It's a miniature of that, but it would all fold up into
wild.
A So I just
printing that for a while.
Fantastic.
The kids will all
so
want
speaking of some of our favorite designers, I think one of our least favorite designers is
it's least favorite. I know who you're talking about immediately.
Oh, it's Wax.
Yeah, of course it is. Hello.
I knew there's gonna be a catch as soon as you started saying nice stuff. Hey everyone.
Hey Wax.
Howdy Waxter, how you doing?
Good, great actually. I mean, in a good company here.
Yes, yeah, totally. Do you have any big plans for the holidays?
To eat as much as I can. Like today, we like my wife and I, we went to McDonald's. We had a lot of food, and she's like, "Oh, I can't eat anymore." I'm like, "Can you see me?" And she's like, "Yeah." Then you need to eat more because you need to get blind. Then that's the part where you need to stop eating. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the nice family gathering, and that's all.
That's fantastic. Now you've been really like the Santa Claus of the season this year. Like you have all month been releasing one of your normally exclusive to Patreon models up to Printables. Like you've been definitely the season of giving.
Well, yeah, I kind of feel bad because I'm constantly keeping my models only on Patreon, and I really had a great year, and I'm getting a lot of love from this community. So I said, well, it's time to give something back. So every day I'm releasing one of my models, and I feel great. I think I'm gonna continue doing that in the next year also.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's great, and being one of your Patreon subscribers, like I don't feel bad about you releasing these. Like I think it's great. Like it's fantastic to have more people have access to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate you only for one reason. That's because my print queue is now so much longer again.
Yes.
It's not like you don't have printers there, so don't do that.
That's true. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, seriously, thank you. The models are wonderful, and I love your selection also. Like, your library of models is pretty huge, and it feels like almost every pick is made specifically for me. So I'm sure that's exactly the way it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to upload different stuff, like experimenting to see what people like the most. I knew that this mini no face is gonna be nice and that people will like it.
Yeah.
Today I released this gizmo.
Mhm.
That this model was pain in my, well, down there, because I was trying to slice it for multi-material, and I was like, I can't do it. And then Frenzy was in the Discord, and he was like, just do it, I'm gonna print it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it. Then next day I failed because I don't know, like that was 2 years ago, and I wasn't the brightest one when it comes to ZBrush. I know much more now. And every day, like I was like, I just can't do it. And then he's like, come on, just do it. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna print it. So I finally did it, and he didn't print it for a very long time. But yeah, it was one of the models that I'm actually pretty happy how it turned out. And also, speaking of models, tomorrow, I'm gonna release another one that it's one of my favorite models.
Oh, it's nice.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
But wait, I have a problem with this background. I need to change it.
What are you saying? That's not the real background? What?
Okay. So, well,
Yes.
model will not have this base because this was specifically made because one of these actually went into space, the balloon. So that's why it has this thing. But it's one of the models that I really like, and since Joe has bought my only NFT with this model, it's the right thing to do and just put that thing on Printables also.
I remember when you
Only
brought it
fitting.
here. It looked so nice when you like wrapped it in the clear, the
Oh.
case. It looked.
Yeah, something happened to that. I don't know. It was damaged in transport. Something weird. Like when we opened, Joe looked at it and he said, "Oh, there's a little bit like some kind of gap there." I'm like, "Okay, you noticed."
Yeah, it's all great, but there's a little tiny bad thing. So
Yeah. Oh,
wow,
something wrong with my camera.
that looks
Wait.
great.
I'm glitching out.
I have a special holiday guest.
Oh, no.
Ah!
It was
Aw.
requested that my new puppy come join the live stream. He very much does not
Aw.
want to be in the basement. But this is Huxley. He does not have a printables pick.
But he has
But
huge
he does-
ears.
He does
which-
have, yes, and he has his
which
bow
is
tie
great.
on, his Christmas bow tie.
It's so good.
So you can return him upstairs.
Vex,
No,
do you have any highlights from Printables that's
Yeah.
not your model?
Oof, highlights. I mean, I don't have any like I don't want to highlight anyone specifically because if I start doing that, then I'm gonna forget about someone.
Yeah.
But like I'm every day on Printables and I just enjoy looking at what people are creating because like every maker, every designer has their own thing. Like just look at Neil for example. Like when I've seen some of his work, I was like, damn, I will never be able to do this. It's so great. So
It's funny you should say that. I think the same thing about you.
thank you. No, like Printables is a place with so many talented people. So and it's like I just don't want to pick anyone specifically, but there are so many great things out there.
I mean, I would think you kind of have a partner in crime out there of someone who's constantly making dioramas that fit for your models also, don't you?
He's not standing
Yeah,
behind the door, is he?
If you are talking about my dear friend Freddie,
Yes.
Oh, my fashion
he's awesome.
consultant,
Like
too.
I sometimes I'm not happy with the model that I make, but I know that he's gonna make some kind of cool diorama, and it's like I can't wait to see what he's doing. He's doing stuff like you know, when I'm doing a bus and you always need to have some kind of nice related base for it, I suck at that. Like I need to find some inspiration and I don't know what to do. So either I don't do enough or I just overdo it. Freddy is the one that just picks the right amount of everything. Like he has really great eye for that.
Yeah, his dioramas definitely like take your super fun models and like take them up another level because it makes that entire scene. It's really fantastic.
I agree totally.
So, let's see if someone else is here.
He's there now.
The show never ends, you guys.
Oh.
Hey, Joel.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. What's going on? Cheers. Happy holidays.
Who are all these
Happy
people?
holidays.
What's going on, party people? Come on. Yeah.
Yes.
We're having a good time in here.
I have
Oh,
water.
look at all these people around me. Let's see. I've got Matt, you're over there for me. Mikolaj is over there, and Liz is right there. And then Neil's over there. Try to put Chris, and there's Wexter way down there.
Oh, you're way down there for me.
Sweet. Oh man, how's everybody doing?
Great.
Great.
That's quite the sword that you got there.
It is quite the sword. That is a full-sized Thanos sword that I spun like a helicopter blade above me while the drone recorded when I filmed that video. That was fun. Now it hangs on a wall because it's dangerous.
Dangerous,
It's dangerous.
for sure.
Well, look at that. Matt, you might like this right there. Sacred 3D prints. That's one of his Prusas I bought from him.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Another previous
Oh,
Prusa
good.
Live guest.
so good. So good.
Yeah. Do you have any holiday plans, Joel?
Let's see. For the holiday stuff, we like to open presents as a family at Christmas, and then we try to visit family. We might take a family road trip somewhere between Christmas and New Year,
Nice.
just because, like, the kids don't have school.
Nice.
I should take time off. So we'll see about like driving somewhere, maybe having a little
Go
bit of fun.
to Chris's house. Go to Chris's house.
That's
Knock
like
over some Vaders.
like a road trip.
Come on.
Chris, honestly, it's like 45 minutes on a good day. So maybe it's
Go for a walk then.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
Fantastic.
it. I mean, I'm
And-
probably going to drink a little more too, just because.
And you just finished your big holiday live stream.
Oh my goodness. Hot diggity.
Yeah.
Well, Prusa, Matt, thanks. I mean, for giving those Prusa prizes in. But yeah, we raised, obviously, it goes along with the Seattle Children's One Big Give, which my friend Bender on 95.7 The Jet has been doing for like 20 years. This is the 20th anniversary. And I've always wanted to contribute. The money that I raise during the year usually goes towards that. But I thought, let's dedicate this stream where we ended up with over $75,000 in prizes. And then
Nice.
people we had $1,000 raised before I actually went on the air. And at the end of the day, including donations from JoJo, as well as others who donated directly to the hospital because the super chat thing didn't work, over $45,000 for Seattle Children's Hospital. It's
Wow.
It's insane.
That's
It's
insane.
absolutely bonkers. And it's because of the community. It's because of everybody, people watching, people commenting. It's everybody around the world who watch the stuff that we make, who print the things that we make, who participate. That's the reason we were able to do that. So it grew my heart. That was good. I slept well that night.
Awesome. Like a waiter, I'm asking you a question as you go to put something in your mouth.
My food is gone.
So do you have a printables pick, Joel?
I do.
Anything that you'd like to highlight off of printables
Yes.
for this holiday season?
Yes. Bam. The Repcord RepRec system. And this is
yeah.
available on Printables. And this has come in beyond handy. When I had a separate house that I was using as a studio, I had that big wall. Eventually, the lease was up, got rid of that. And then I did that video where I used these prints. This is High Five Blue from Protopasta, of course. I use these prints to hang the new rack on the wall. And it's now a part of the background of every video that I make. And it's just, I know I could have chosen something incredible, something Wexter or Neil may have designed, but these were the things that really spoke to me because they were so handy. They're so easy to print, and they're on printables, and you can go get it and mount your spools to your walls in effective and great ways. So yeah, this is it right here, the rep rack system.
And you know, something like this is a fantastic gift to someone that, you know, if you have a friend who's into 3D printing, you know, themselves, and like maybe hasn't gotten to that point, like print a bunch of these and hand them to them, because you know we all have far too much filament to organize, right? And so
it's so easy to do. You can print a couple of these. You can either laser cut or print the things. I know Liz has some in a box. Right there.
Yep.
A few.
And honestly, just a little bit of tubing, whether it's square tubing, wood, dowel. I mean, take your pick. You can adapt it, and all of a sudden you have an effective way to store your filament. I love it so much.
Yeah, I'm moving in the next couple of weeks, and that's like when I was looking at apartments, I'm like, where am I gonna put my rep rack? This doesn't work for me. This doesn't cut it. So
yeah, so here we have
and like just getting it done right off of the bat means that like it's done and organized, and
yeah, I'm so excited. It's like the first thing I'm gonna set up. So.
That's awesome. All right, I think we've got another guest joining us here.
There's still more.
Yeah, still more. Hey, David. Howdy.
Welcome to the show. What's up?
You completely
now it's
caught
a
me.
party.
You caught me playing. I'm looking up everything as we go, right? So.
Fantastic. Well, we'll try to make sure that the links for all of these are out there.
I know, but I want them first.
At some point. Yes. That's the important part, right? So
first is good.
So David, what are your holiday plans? Anything fun?
Oh God, the least amount of movement, the most amount of eating. I think that's basically the plan. Yeah.
It's a great plan, dude.
If I never, exactly. If I never leave my basement, I'm a happy man. So.
You tend to have a pretty busy schedule, so I can imagine that the break that you probably get over the holidays is a welcome respite.
It's one of those weird things where like I feel like the less I have to do, the busier I am. There's like that weird sort of thing that sets in. Like when you're working, you just have one thing to focus on. When you're not working, you have like everything. So yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It'll be. My wife is taking some time off too, although she just got the flu, so she definitely just took some time off. She just went. Yeah. That was it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's no good. Do you have a printables pick?
I do. I should get the name. Because I had actually saved the name just to make sure. This is so I did. Of course, I went to Printables, and the first thing I did was searched up Stargate because I'm a little, a little biased, slight one-track mind there. But let me show you what I did. I found these cute little. They were actually like supposedly full-size ZPMs. I sized them down.
Oh no way!
And decided to turn them into like Christmas ornaments. So the other thing is people are always throwing out these old LEDs, right? They get these like cheap LEDs on Amazon or whatever, and then they go and throw them out. So I find them in the garbage. It's like where are they now? Oh, it's McKay. He's in your dumpster.
I just love the idea of that, of like, you know, wandering around some Toronto neighborhood and there's, you know, oh, who's that rifling through your garbage? Oh, it's just the movie star who lives down the block.
I'm like notorious. Like it's like I call it my geek trash runs, and I go out and I have a little cart that I'll bring with me, and if I find things and I'll bring them in for either kids to take apart or for me to take apart. But these were, so I should say who's the model was, because they've done a fantastic job of it. It was JDM 755. Boy, that's really that just trips off the tongue, doesn't it? Yeah. But so I sized it down and then just put it in these little LEDs that I found, and they just have a Christmassy look to them. And you know, there's never enough ZPMs, never enough filament. There's never enough ZPMs. So you know,
never.
I have something I want to show you, David. I wonder if you're gonna immediately recognize. I mean, duh.
Oh my God!
So
this building styrofoam gates.
So I'm walking.
That's not styrofoam.
I'm
Is it
walking
not?
no, I'm walking into our
No.
testing department, and they have all the XLs and the Mark IIIs, and they have like hundreds of printers because
Oh my god.
they have all the variations.
Wow.
And I just walk past these like colored blocks, and I just walk past them, and then I go back, and I'm like, is that a like Stargate? What?
That's freaking awesome.
So it's
I
like
that's what I want. I mean, is that so much to ask for? Just a life-size Stargate to have in my room behind me? You know, like
so.
I can't even imagine how long that would take to print.
The guys,
Wow.
they from like steel beams, they soldered together the frame for the like 1-to-1 scale Stargate in the warehouse. But I think it's so big we can never get it out because it doesn't fit through any doors.
The practicalities aren't important. It's just getting it. That's the,
I mean, if we move to another building, we can just build a second Stargate there and use it as a transport.
That's right.
So-
Just step back and forth. Exactly. Yeah.
That's a really easy way to get stuff between the two buildings,
totally.
right?
Just
Yeah.
knock a hole in the
Stargate.
wall behind it and just disappear into the other building. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's a bit crazy.
Sounds like you got to go to the Czech Republic, David.
I really do. I really do, actually. I've never been, and I'd be dying to do that.
I mean, you have the
so, yeah.
ZPMs, so you just charge.
I'll bring the ZPMs, exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
Put it
I have to say
together.
Z. It's just a
Hey,
requirement.
Nando.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
Fernando.
That's Fernando.
Fernando.
What's
I mean,
up?
we're talking awesome Stargate models, and so it seemed like the perfect time to introduce our last guest here of Fernando.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Now it's a party.
Yeah, it's as soon as someone's under the bed, it's a party.
There you go.
Is that a bed? Oh my god! That's freaking awesome.
Nando lives in New York City. Space is a consideration.
That was always my dream as a kid, was to have like an office under my bed. It was just like,
I'm living the dream.
you're living the dream, baby. Living the dream.
Nando, I don't know if it's your pick, but you have been recently working on a Stargate model that David would probably find pretty cool.
Right. So it's not my pick because it's not on Printables, but I do have this.
P90.
Yes.
The old.
But that's a very special P90.
Yeah, that's
can you
been-
show
that's
the,
been
can you show
souped
the
up.
This one's yes, this one is made specifically to take for conventions, so it can snap apart.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
All right, space is limited.
So you don't get arrested. So you don't get arrested on the way. Is that basically?
Yeah,
Well,
so
and it
that way it
fits
fits in
in
a book
suitcases
bag and
better.
stuff like that.
That is beautiful.
And I love that I know that filament.
The barrel. Oh yeah, no, the filament is amazing.
titanium.
For
Is that what it is?
Titanium.
That's gorgeous.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, it just all just.
Oh my god,
falls
you're
apart.
holy. That's beautiful.
That's so cool, dude.
I used to
is
love that
so
thing.
cool.
That it always felt so. It felt like it was like a toy with magical powers, because it just feels. It's so plasticky. Those guns in reality, anyways.
Yeah.
And there was just something. Yeah. It's running around pretending to shoot. guns.
Nando, show the clips how it snaps
Yeah,
back.
the clips are the
Yeah.
secret sauce in this is
Oh,
Nando made some
nice.
really nice clips that
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Yep, and then you get a nice satisfying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All about
Ooh.
the snap.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing
Wow.
too. When putting those together, you don't want that little micro space between parts because it just ruins
Right.
it.
Yeah.
And there's not.
Yeah, I've spent months trying to get the tolerances just right, and as you can see, there's
Oh,
That's-
dude,
that's
that's so
ridiculous.
cool. I can't believe that
Wow.
was pieces that you just put together.
yeah.
You're
Yeah,
putting
and-
that on
and-
printables?
Maybe.
Oh,
Well, maybe
I
not the
do have a
gun made.
different announcement.
Yeah,
Nando is
maybe,
under
but
pressure.
hopefully the snap connectors we will see on printables so that
Oh,
they
that'd be
can
great. Okay.
integrated into other designs in the future. I keep trying to tell Mickey that while we have some interesting stuff coming to Prusa Slicer 2.6, that we need to get those connectors specifically in the future because
Yeah.
that would be fantastic.
So you're
Mhm.
talking.
there's a big difference between alignment pins and clips that actually
Wait.
like physically hold the object together.
That's like we never. Are you saying that in Prusa Slicer 2.6 you can do like
You mentioned it on Twitter.
you can do like custom cuts and you can add connectors or something?
Joe actually mentioned it on my charity stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
Oh my
that is
God.
cool. Oh, that's great.
Ooh, so
Oh my God, because the number of times I've futzed around with that.
Yeah.
I have actually asked Fernando to send me the connectors. We have another type that we made before that, but I also want to play with Nando's because it looks amazing. So
Yeah. I see through the years I've seen a lot of connectors to hold things together, and alignment pins are nice if you're going to be gluing, but for this ability to snap things back apart and everything else, like Boozer made some back in the day, the Boozer pins and things, but like Fernando's clips look like the best that I have seen come out.
Of
so
all
I'm
the
super
connectors
excited
I've
about
seen
it.
in all my
You know,
years.
Yeah.
I guess
that'll be helpful, especially when you've got a model that would otherwise need support. So you could slice it in such a way that you wouldn't have to use supports. That's great.
That is one of the many considerations. This model uses almost no supports because of that.
Ha.
Yeah.
And I can print
Really?
bigger things.
Exactly.
That's cool.
There you go. That's the Stargate. You just put the connectors on the Stargate.
There you go, that's
Snap
it.
them all together.
There
You don't
you
need
go.
metal.
Yeah.
Snap it
When you-
together.
Your next expansion, you just unsnap it again.
yes. And we need the XL, XXXXL
Yeah, exactly.
for like
exactly.
bigger connectors.
Yeah.
Nana, do you have anything you wanted to give a shout out from Printables?
I do, but I also have a slight announcement. So I noticed I had 99 models on Printables, and it is a Christmas spirit. And they didn't want me to pick something that was on Printables, but it wasn't. So this is now available on Printables.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
I have uploaded it earlier today. It is the
Okay.
OpenRC body, so everybody can have their own Batmobile.
Oh my god.
That's
Wow.
That's
amazing.
fantastic.
Wow.
There it is.
Oh, look
Oh,
at that. And it's the
wow.
OpenRC body.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Bam.
thank you, Nando.
That's
Yeah.
That's your
is a
100th model,
fantastic
100th
Christmas
model.
present to
That
the
is
par-
my
the party.
100th model. Yes.
Wow.
It's also printed in the Prusa PC carbon fiber blend, so
Ooh,
nobody has a stronger Batmobile than I do.
that's nice. I'll have to see what I can do then.
Now, for my pick, I do have one. I've been using this for about a month. The S-Box
Oh.
toolbox,
I know it so well.
Mm.
Yeah.
and I use it for my soldering iron and all the tools in it. And
Nice.
it doesn't all fall out.
That's cool.
That's nice.
It is a great kit. It holds everything very well.
I'm not familiar with it. So you just need do you need little metal rods to connect the pieces together?
Actually, I used M3 screws
Oh,
that are long enough, but yes, metal rods would work as well.
okay.
Is
But
it,
M3 screws.
is it the
That's
Michal's,
cool.
Michal's box, right? The
Yes, my
Oh,
Mikhail
wow.
Fanta.
yeah. He made
There
a
it is.
He made a bunch of them. So there you have
Mhm.
the base S box, but then he also made a mini stackable version, and now he's adding more and more. Like this one is
Oh
This
my
one is
gosh.
Oh,
completely
wow.
yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I need to talk to
Oh.
him. I need to talk to him for coming on the show in 2023.
Yeah,
'cause I
yeah,
think
yes.
he's
Yeah.
releasing some
That
really
is
great
amazing.
That's gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the tackle boxes. Like when I was a kid, and my dad would
Yeah.
go fishing. That looks like it, but like something I could make
Yeah.
at home. Whereas,
And it's something I get in trouble for buying way too many of.
Yeah.
Print it. Yeah.
Well, and how many times have we gone out looking for those kind of boxes, and the problem is like it just doesn't quite fit
Almost
the thing
there.
that you need. Yeah. And so having boxes that you can easily, change scales or customize is really nice.
oh, I could G-Max one of those boxes. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, or Excel one of those.
if I had one.
Oof.
Ooh,
Eventually, one day.
there you go.
I mean, a lot of us can say that, Joel, right? So
I can send you my background if you want.
That'd be great. just a little Gaussian blur right there, and it'd be fine,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we of course have some picks to share too. Mickey, what did you print this week, this month?
I can finally show it. I've been printing it for, I mean, actually, with the printers we have here, I can print it overnight, but this has been in the
Stargate,
works
right?
for a little while, and it's been a bit, I couldn't show it before, but I have this teeny little battleship model.
Yeah,
Oh
tiny.
my god.
So yeah, this model is completely insane. Right now it has 0 glue on it, and it prints on the Mini. So just like Fernando, we have connectors. It's not so easy to disassemble, but I guess it holds quite nicely. So
Just drop it.
Yeah. But everything snaps together, and there are like 78 immovable parts. So this cannon moves in both axes, and it just slots in. I think I can pull it out. Bam, it's out. It has a little slot on the bottom, so it aligns. I don't know if I can put it back.
And you printed that entire thing on a Prusa Mini?
Yes. I mean,
or Prusa Minis?
I did not, but every single part does fit on a Prusa
There we go.
Mini.
Okay. Okay.
And I mean,
that's cool.
All the cranes move. There are like lights that move. It has like the cabins. There's even the little machines where the captain would control everything.
What filament is that?
Prusa Galaxy Silver. And you have this escape boat, and you can just like take it out, and
it escaped.
The model is like completely
That
crazy.
Is there? So where do you put that? Like, do you have a stand for that, or some sort of mount? Or
so there is a stand.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you get quite tired holding it, I imagine.
Yeah,
I would imagine. Yeah. Just walking around like one of those 80s boom boxes.
Yeah, that's it. Yo,
this is the.
Does it float? Do you take it into the bath with you? Does it float?
Honestly, I should.
So K2 commented very similar to that, saying he has the best bath toys.
Mickey in the tub with his ship. I can't wait.
This is the result of us launching brands on Printables, because this model is the official model from World of Warships. So I think
wow.
So it's incredible that we can now do these kind of collaborations. And I mean, if someone's even playing World of Warships, we even made a thing where if you download the model from Printables, you will actually get the ship in the game for free as you're building
smart.
it. So we can now do these.
That's freaking amazing.
Yeah, we can do these awesome things, and we get this like extremely high res model from them, because they go and they scan the old ships and they reconstruct them from old pictures, and then we took that base model. And we made it. Oh yeah, one little thing. It prints completely without supports. So this is like 120 parts, and not a single one needs supports.
Wow,
so
very nice.
We took their mesh, and our designer Vlado Turek, I need to give him a shout out because he's so good, and he remodeled the whole thing specifically for 3D printing. So he took some liberty, to making like a tiny little deviation from the original part, so it looks a little bit different. You can't really tell, but it prints so good, so it's incredible.
That's like World of Warships must be just ecstatic seeing that.
Yeah. The guy who I've been in communication is now in big trouble, because everyone in the office wants the ship, like their CEO, everybody wants the ship, and he's like, guys, can you print me any parts? I need more ships. I need ships.
They do the World of Tanks as well? Are they the same people, or is that different?
They do. The parent company Wargaming is doing planes and tanks as well. So
because the tanks game got one of my kids started playing that game, and is now, I asked if there's any questions about the Second World War. I ask this 14-year-old now, because he knows, and he's going in, and he wants to go to history. So it's like, I was like, you want an example of a video game that changes lives.
That's really cool.
And educates. That, I mean, this is the kind of thing. So that's amazing.
Yeah, I hope it will be successful, and we will see more models from them. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see tanks and planes in the future as well.
Fantastic. Well, I have this month the 400% snowman from 3D printing.
Wow.
Love it.
It's beautiful.
And he is all set up so like you can change out his hat. There's different bodies. You can get arms. All of his parts are all held together with magnets and a little bit of pressure fit. He's posable because he's like a ball joint doll. In that there's like an elastic that runs inside of him that keeps him together. But
like old GI Joes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fury.
Not that I'm that old.
That looks great, Matt.
Yeah, so
Absolutely
last
great.
year 3D Printing released the miniature model of this, and it was so popular and people kept trying to size it up, but the tolerances were having issues. So he decided to kind of resize it up to make the tolerances actually work. But yeah, it's
cool.
It's a fun one. It's a decent amount of printing, just because of the scale itself. But
and you don't have
all
access to
very
the same machines that Mickey does. So
I
mean, it takes you literal time.
I have enough of a farm myself. So I'm able to toss more than one machine at it, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, it has. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there's little bolts in the bottom that hold the entire thing together, so you can pop those apart. And
that's really cool. God, I want to print that.
Nifty.
The transforming snowman.
Yeah,
I bet it's
I
surprisingly.
want inside 3D Printing's brain. Like it's
totally
stuff that he makes. It's just like,
I heard it's squishy.
And
Where did
the
this come
disturbing
from?
thing is the speed of it too. Is that like Liz is on my regular Friday calls and 3D Printing's there, and every week he's just like, look at this thing that blows your mind. I did it this week. Look at this thing that blows your mind.
I'm gonna do this. Yeah, it's like
we have a conversation. We're like, would it be cool if like your thing did this or that? And like 2 days later, he's like, look, here it does it. And so yeah, it's nuts.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I can't wait to print that. So the links for all these will be available, right?
We will. I actually, if you guys can all send me your links of the things that you printed, that way I don't have to go searching for them as badly. But then I'll get them in the link description or in the description here shortly. And
you just gotta search Refbox, man.
Yeah. It's all there. It's all there. Yeah.
Well, that time flew. That's actually our show.
What?
Wow. Is it? No way.
Yeah.
No.
For a whole year?
Which is fantastic. Yeah, this is our last show for the year.
What a way to end the year, man. This was fantastic.
I can't believe Chris is still drinking out of that tiny cup.
Yeah.
Mine's gone long ago.
It started like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
It's a magic
Slow
cup.
and steady wins the race. Slow and steady. I'm not trying to win anything. It's not a. It's just very.
Everything's a competition, Chris. Everything.
I thought this was like a D&D thing. It's like the cup of holding. Like it just never. It may be tiny, but it never empties.
Oh, I wish.
I still want Chris to have more makes on printables. He needs to get his Prusa meters up. I think that's a challenge for him for next year.
Oh, I've got a lot of challenges laid out
every
in front of
month
me right now. So that's sure. Let's just stack it on top of all the challenges.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you to all of our guests for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. Everyone have a super safe, happy holidays. Happy to everyone who's in the middle of Hanukkah right now. Stay safe. We look forward to seeing you guys next year. Keep printing. See you guys.
Woohoo!
Thanks,
Bye,
guys, for
everybody.
joining us.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.